So, David Prosper, you and I have just met, and you are my coach for this TEDx in Manitou Springs, and I am super excited about that. I even in this first conversation, I'm not going to share it because I'm still processing, but you said something to me that is already deeply impacted me, and I'm so grateful for that already. So, will you? You have an interesting. As I've snooped around at you, will you tell us who you are and what you do, just in as briefly as you can, but I'm just very interested in how you would describe
David. First and foremost, I'm a child of God. I'm a child of Elohim, and I'm a follower of Yeshua. So for me, that's who I am. I'm a child of God. And what I get to do every single day is change lives. And I've found my purpose, and it's to empower, to educate, and to equip the next generation to transform their lives and the lives of those around them. So that is the lens in which I look through life, and my responsibilities and everything I do is how is this going to transform someone else's life and transform my life at the same time. So that's who I am, that's what I do, and that's my script, and I'm sticking to it.
I like it. That's awesome. I really do. It's solid. So my morning, I don't think I had one of these mornings. I woke up and I needed to move. And I got a new Apple Watch. I don't know if you're an Apple Watch wearer, but look at that. Yeah. So my buddy goes, hey, you can compete. So now I'm competing, which I think is kind of sick, because it's sick in a bad way, because now I'm like competing with my buddy about so I go out and I go for a walk, and I went and saw my 90-year-old, my folks are in their 90s, and it was just fun to just stop by right before this. And I walked back home. What has your morning been like today?
Today, it was not competing, but I went on a hike. I went on a hike with my good friend Zach, and
really, that's awesome.
Went on a hike, and we just had such an enriching conversation. We got to spur one another on. So it was like having dope conversations with dope people like yourself. That's my dream of happiness. So that's what I did this morning. I had a conversation with hiking.
What piece of advice would you have for anybody who's preparing for a TEDx talk? It's a big question.
Can't give away too much, because that would make it too easy.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest piece of advice that I can get any aspiring TEDx speaker is to do some reflection on what stirs your soul up. Right? For me, it's leadership and it's education. So I get what frustrates you and what actually stirs you up. So if you're frustrated by the right direction, and then part 2 would be authentic. The more authentic you are, and authenticity is broken down in 2 things: transparency and vulnerability. So if you're transparent in who you are and you're vulnerable to share it with the world, then you're living in true authenticity, and then will reflect what makes your soul glow, and then go from there. And then you'll start flowing. When your soul glows, you'll start flowing, and then that idea that's going to change the world is going to naturally come out. So that would be the secret. I would give away.
50 questions. They're all appreciative in nature, but they're a little personal and open-ended. So this is about you. That's great. So, are you more focused on urgency or patience today?
Patience.
On patience.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I'm learning self-compassion, and it's one of the hardest things for a high performer and a higher achiever. It's just let's say my goal was 20 and I only got 15. I would still be upset. Why didn't I hit my goal of 20? But 15, it's still pretty good. So I'm learning to be more compassionate. And as a result of me being compassionate, I'm more compassionate with others. So that's what I'm working on my patience with.
Awesome work. All right.
Yeah.
What are 3 things you could accomplish today that would allow you to say this was a good day?
All right. Teach me, Dr. Rob. Teach me.
Oh man, David. All right. One thing is, I would like to finish a chapter in my next book. I don't know if I have enough time left in the day to do that, but that's one thing that's a goal today. The second thing is I'm going to the grocery store, because my wife and I are going out for happy hour with just a beloved couple in our lives. And so my sons will be home, so get them dinner, figure out dinner for them. And the third thing, to be fully present when we go out with other couple. I think if I could, and this is going forward, because if you'd asked me an hour ago, I would have said, have a great conversation with David. But yeah, those three things. So I think, and kind of the way you describe patience. So those would be my three things. I love this question. I love this card. I almost feel like I could ask myself that every day, you know, because then I would be like, I can do that. I am truly grateful to know you and for your new friendship and just your investment in me already. I truly mean that. Something you said in our last conversation is sticking with me, that I'll continue to unpack and debrief with you. But and we meet next week. So next Friday, I think. So thank you.